Hey guys, so I want to make a quick video in regards to why you should set up a business and the trials and tribulations that come with it. It's been over a year now, so really I want to document this journey and see how far I've actually come. Also, it is a reminder that there's a lot more work to do. So just to clarify, I run an online watch business. I sell like other stuff as well, and it's come to the point that I have orders every single day, which has in return increased my income significantly. So this video is for the average person who wishes to set up their own business on whatever they want to do. So that average person who is doing their 9 to 5 like me, or their 12 to 12, and wants that extra income, that second income. So yeah, how I started my business. So I always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I never really attempted anything. Actually, when I was a kid, I used to go to farm foods, and I used to like sell, like I used to like buy these like 4 packs of Pepsi cans for £1, and then I used to like flip them at school. I used to put them in the fridge first leave them overnight, go to school, and then I'll sell them for like 50p each. And yeah, that's how it started, to be honest. And then I started selling like other stuff, I'm pretty sure. And then yeah, I started making like a good amount, and it was all for like a video game. Like for us, like when you're a kid, you don't really care much about money. It's more about like stuff, like you want new trainers, or you want like clothes, it wasn't really about like money. But yeah, now when you're growing up, it's a little bit more different. But yeah, my brother is 2 years younger than me. He came into the school, and we both started working together. And yeah, literally we used to do like kid stuff, like buy video games, and buy hats, and yeah, like a few other stuff as well, and used to give it to our mom as well. But yeah, with that was, that was our first like entrepreneurial ever thing that we ever did. So fast forward, I remember watching a video from Gary Vee on how to sell on eBay. So those garage sale videos. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but yeah, he was at a garage sale, and what he'd do is he'd look at these items, and he would even take like pictures of these items just to be able to search how much they're worth. And yeah, he used to flip them. But yeah, I never really went through that route, but I saw another video which was from Stevie Sells on how to sell watches. So this was a video, and yeah, this is what actually intrigued me to buy like my first two samples. So I bought like two samples from Alibaba from China, and this supplier, I still do business with him today actually. A month passed, and after the purchase, and I was leaving a family member's home, and it was a 3-hour journey. So I remember going back, I was just exhausted, like I tapped out, to be honest. Um, Up until the point that my brother called me, letting me know that there's more stock that's arrived. And up until that point, I started. Up until that point, I was buzzing. So after once I reached home, I started like posting all these pictures, writing descriptions. Eventually, I reached a sale, and then I was ecstatic. And then eventually, I sold both of those samples. So I turned £71 into £103. So I think that's roughly around like 40% profit. I mean, it doesn't sound like a lot. £71, 103. Actually, you know what? It was a good amount. It's decent. It's decent. Um, yeah, soon after, I bought more stock. So in my first month, I made about £95 profit. Then my second month, I made about £100 profit. Third month, I made £400, which is about £100 a week, which was a really. This actually helped me solidify that this was actually working. Um, but yeah, those first 3 months, I want to let you guys know, for the first 3 months of your if of the of you starting your journey, you need to understand that it's all about structure. So you need to be able to understand the structure of the business. You need to provide customer centric service. You need to be able to just do various things, like take more pictures, reply quickly, learn how to use the software. Like I was selling on eBay, I still sell on eBay as well. Yeah, like a bunch of stuff you have to do. So yeah, you have to deal with customs duties. So there was like a few things to do, and you won't be able to learn it up until you do it. So those first 3 months, you definitely you're definitely building your structure. So then after so then we go on to the next 3 months. It was just Q4. So that was, if you don't know about Q4, that's basically like it's basically like the last quarter of the month, and at that time that you get a lot of sales up until January. So people are buying like a bunch of stuff. You got Black Friday, you got Christmas, you got Halloween, you got a few other stuff as well. Um, yeah. In regards to that, I started making like £800, 1,000, 1,200. Like some extra like profit. The main thing that I always did was, which is very important, I always reinvested that money. So like I treated that money as my savings. So I would never like take that money out. I would out of my savings. I would just reinvest it back into the business. Like keep adding value, keep adding value. So yeah, and then January came through, and the last 6 months I've literally been adding new products, adding like different stuff, just building my portfolio of listings. And yeah, because you can make like, let's say with this item you can make like, I don't know, this is just a random item. You can make like, I guess, £50 or something a week profit. But then with this item, if you add it into your portfolio, you can make an extra £10. So just by adding this simple item, you can add an extra 20% into your income. But obviously, you gotta do a lot of trial and errors. You gotta do those samples. You gotta be able to like do your research as well. I feel like it's important to understand that when you're doing these, when you're buying stuff, like you gotta know what you're buying. So you gotta be able to understand what you're doing, and also you gotta start off with the customer as well. So work with what the customer wants first. So look at what's selling and look at the reviews, if the customers are liking it or not. You don't want to be the bad guy here, and then you gotta work backwards. So what I mean by working backwards is that, okay, cool. If a customer wanted this Oysterflex clasp, that's what it's called. It's an Oysterflex clasp. Then and you see it online and there's a few good reviews about it, then what you gotta do is you gotta figure out, okay, how much does this cost for me to be able to sell? Sorry, how much does it cost for me to be able to buy from a supplier, and also how long it will be able to like get to me, testing it out, pictures, competing with other people as well that are selling this item as well, which is not a big issue. Like if you got competition, it means that those items are selling. Those items are selling fast. So yeah, if you don't have competition, it means that the item's dead. It's something that the customer does not want, and you don't want to go anywhere near that. So you want to be able to go where the customer is and then work backwards. Look at the logistics. Look at how much you're buying the stuff for, how much you're gonna get on your ROI. Oh, and also how much you need to buy as well. After your sample, or like you buy like a small amount of stock, you gotta figure out, okay, cool, I sold like 3 a week, and let's say you want to keep stock for like every month. That's like 50. It's best to keep like 15. So you want to order about 15 of these for the whole month. Or if you want to do like 3 months or whatever your budget is, if you want to do like 3 months, if you want to do like 3 months worth of stock, that'll be 45. But yeah, sorry, I'm waffling on here. Yeah, so in regards to that, I've come to a point now where the next step for me is to actually build a website. So um, what I recommend for anyone that's starting off is to go on eBay, Vinted, Etsy, Depop. If you want me to make a recommendation in regards to products, like I would say choose something that you love, but then also if you want to choose a platform, I would say the best platform would be eBay, because they got the most customers there, so you're able to like get a lot of information out of it. If you want a quick sale, I would suggest Vinted. if you're dealing with clothes, Vinted and Depop if you're dealing with clothes, even watches as well. Like if you're dealing with watches, I would suggest Vinted as well. They sell a lot, but you want to be able to look at data as well. You know if things are going to be selling. But yeah, also that another point is that instead of just selling on one site, you should sell on four sites, multiple sites actually, like as many as you can. So those listings that you did on eBay, you should do them on Vinted, on Etsy, Depop, Poshmark. You got like a bunch. You got Amazon as well. Um, but yeah, that's one other thing as well. Right now, uh, the next year, I want to be able to have a website running. So I actually do have a website running now. I recently made, and yeah, I want to. I understand that the ceiling for all of these platforms, they'll keep your they'll give you a sales and it's great for new starters. The problem is that if you want to be able to scale, they control the marketing, so they control the traffic that goes towards you. So you want to be able to like cut that out. You want to be able to like be able to do your own advertisements. That's why it's so important to have your own website. However, right now if you're starting, it's something that I wouldn't recommend um, up until you actually start making sales. Also, I would say another important thing is that you need to understand that you don't keep those customers. So, uh, like emails and like being able to like contact them directly via email, via text. You know, you're not able to make that. You don't have you don't own the platform to be able to make those decisions. So you can send offers and coupons and whatnot, but it's quite limited. So having this website and having an email portfolio, you're able to like look at CPR, customer relationships. So yeah, it actually develops your brand, and you actually are able to make an extra source of income from all the years of you collecting emails. Uh, and just you can literally advertise for free from all of those emails that you collected. So yeah, that's also one factor as well. The only problem is that right now, if you're right now, I'm setting up this website, but I gotta look at the front end, the back end. I gotta be able to look at factors such as being able to go on social media and also advertising as well, those social media platforms as well. Yeah, so there's a lot to do, and that's why I recommend doing it on these other websites, and then eventually you can build your own, and then you can increase your growth as well. So yeah, if you have any questions, just feel free to reach out, and thank you again for your time, and I hope you have a great day.